Yeah,
brilliant.
we knew him first.
Yes, we did.
We've got from Noel. Hi, Mum. Hi, Ray. Hi to Lucy's sidekick. Hi to Mum's sidekick. And welcome to the Christine Show. Oh, no, you've only been doing that for 2.5 years, as if I can't read my own read writing. Mum says, I thought you were going to tell us she was adopted. Thanks for that, Noel. If I'm adopted, then so are you, because we look the same. So we've got Ellie May. I'm here watching on Facebook. Hey, darling, I haven't heard from you in ages. Lizzie, I hope you are visually impaired, so I can't take this that seriously. Love you. You look pretty. Can you see the sweat? Can you see the blotchiness? It's ridiculous. I'll come closer for you, babe. There we go. Ellie, sat in a field in Cornwall. Lucy Weeks is watching. Somebody you know is getting a little happy 7th birthday shout out when it comes to the birthday section, Lucy. Amanda Jane, hello, ladies. Gosh, everybody's commenting in. Considering how hot it is, how can you be bothered to even move your fingers over the phone? So, yes, let's start with the Lucy update. It's been a quiet week, a nice, successful week, but a quiet week for me. I have just been very, very hot. One comedy moment, would it be, for me is that I thought, right, I'm eating too many carbs. Carbs aren't great in this weather. Why don't I have a nice salad? So I took it upon myself to come off the motorway, I found myself a Lidl. It was very busy, so I was navigating a very small space in a large vehicle, but I thought I can do this. The payoff will be worth it. I bought myself a lovely salad, had some ham, cheese, egg. I bet you're all salivating at the sound of this. Got back onto the motorway, pulled into the first services that I could park in, and opened it up, and the salad was frozen. Has anyone ever had a frozen salad before? Because I didn't. Mum's suggestion was to put it on the dashboard in the sun. Thanks for that, Mum. I'd also driven for about 20 minutes. So Mum's other suggestion was take it back. That's not how it works. I put my day out by an hour. I'd like my €2.09 back, please. And do you know what happens to frozen lettuce once it's defrosted? Goes limp. It's fascinating. It's brilliant. I was hungry, disappointed, so I had some carbs. So what I did was I spent some money, wasted some time, got hangry, and then had what I was going to an imaginary creatures or anything like that. And I've never put anyone on a cross for it, but I don't tend to use salt. But in this weather, I definitely do. And you should, guys, because you need to keep your electrolytes in orders. And if you start getting a bit dizzy, a bit hazy, a bit woo-woo, what you need is a bit of sugar and a bit of salt. So like a packet of crisps and a fruit pastel. That's as simple. So if you buy those really expensive electrolyte powders from Boots and stuff, that's all you're paying for. A bit of sugar and salt, but they've put some blackcurrant flavouring in it. Oh, that's nice. I caught a ferry only 2 days ago, and it's not often that I sit in the main canteen. I usually take myself to the corner of the ship, but I was happy, and I could hear these 2 English voices, and I thought, oh, I get to eavesdrop, which is brilliant, because I don't often get to eavesdrop on British conversations. And I have to say, it was like a guy with verbal diarrhea who was holding court with a young, impressionable young man. And the guy was sat there. He had his baseball cap on, and he had his sunglasses on top of his baseball cap. And I'm sorry if you do that, but it does make you look like a bit of a bellend.
Yes.
And he was telling him all about the places he's been to and all the stuff he's done. And I just thought, I can smell 80% bullshit here. And this little young driver was like, oh my God, tell me the way of European driving. You're so fascinating. And I just thought, wow, this guy's going to lunge out on how he held court. Oh God, guys, I'm just going to open the door. Just for breathing possibilities.
What, you need to do that as well?
And the door gets shut.
Can't you open the window?
No!
Why?
Because it's all complicated. Can't open the window right now. Right, that's okay. We'll try and open the door again in a minute. I'll do better. I'll do better. During the Christine update, you take centre stage and I will try and open the door. Okay?
Okay.
We've got this, people. I caught a DFDS ferry last week. And there's 3 main ferry companies. There's DFDS, there's Irish Ferries, and there's P&O. And I don't use P&O because of what they did. It's naughty. And DFDS ferries, there's more of them, so you get where you're going quicker. And Irish Ferries is lovely, but there's not that many of them, so you need to have time to take them. And with DFDS ferries, they have, stay involved, everybody. I'm taking you on a journey. So they have a ladies' toilet. Oh, it's modern and the law. And so it's 2 toilet cubicles and a shower cubicle. Now, every part of this place locks. All the toilets lock and the shower locks. So what they do is they lock the ladies' toilets because of these mythical men that will use the women's showers. They won't, promise you. And what you do is you, as a lady, if you even just want to wee, or if you just had chewy food and you want to brush your teeth, I like to brush my teeth on the ferry because there's running water, it's quite posh. I have to give over my key, and I keep forgetting to take my fake keys with me, but they want me to exchange the entire value of my vehicle, even though I'm contractually not meant to give the key to anybody, as an exchange system for just having the human right of using the toilet. So what I do is I refuse. I get into a fight about misogyny and the patriarchy to a very bemused child, so often a young person, French person, and explain to them that I'm not willing to give them my vehicle key just to use the toilet. In the end, they give me the key anyway, but it just takes 5 minutes every single time. And then what I do is I leave the door unlocked and I give them the key back. And I do that every time I catch a DFDS ferry. And I need to Google what the words are for patriarchy, misogyny, archaic, because these are the words when I just want to wee. I just want to wee. Just want to wee. Why have I got to? And then, people, because this is a comedy program, I'm going to share a little secret with you. What happens is drivers will take their wags, that's wives and girlfriends, with them. And what they'll do is they'll give their truck keys in so that their wife or girlfriend can have a shower. But you get the entire block. So the man goes in with the wife or girlfriend to have a fancy fuck on a ferry because they've got the block to themselves. It's like a little cheap honeymoon. So I then can't have a wee because I have to wait for a man to finish doing stuff in my shower. But it's okay. They've locked it for my security.
Well,
I haven't got as far as explaining that to them on the ferry, but I'm sure that's going to come next. Simon, what were you saying?
Have you not tweeted them saying how unreasonable it is?
I've tweeted them. I've tweeted the Road Haulage Association, and I've tweeted the Women's Equality Party, and so far no one's got back in touch with me. I've taken videos. I'm slowly becoming irate of Tunbridge Wells.
Wow.
Writing in or Mrs. Trevellis, if you're a good comedy radio fan. I'm getting more. I don't often have to take a DFDS lorry through choice, ferry by choice, but when I do, I love food, fight, and I like to brush my teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you should be able to.
Yes. I got banned on Facebook because I managed to make somebody laugh, believe it or not, made a friend laugh. It was Lizzie that's watching, about, it's too hot for ham. And my argument is never too hot to eat ham. And that's why the Spanish eat ham. And then I ended the phrase with, my work here is done, flicks fag, as in the British colloquial term for a cigarette. And it got me banned on Facebook. I managed to appeal it but I've still got restricted access. So I'm only allowed to be naughty on Facebook midweek, because if you get a 3 to 4 day ban, I can't let it affect me putting the Lucy stream on Tuesdays.
Wow.
So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'm an angel.
Yeah, so you've got Wednesday to be naughty.
Just checking that my volume is up, because you're very quiet. There we go. Is mum's volume coming through okay for everybody as well, everyone else? Morning all. There we go. Ed Smith is on. I saw from his post today he had a little bit mechanical issues, but he managed to get his joints back together by the looks of it.
Wow.
Yes, so that was the Lucy update. Mum, if you would like to tell people a little bit about not the Curious Chicken, Christine update. I'm going to try and open this door. Go.
Well, I'm on a week's holiday, and it's been very nice because I started a day and a half early, which gives me a little bit extra. Also means that my dear hands and my knee get a chance to heal a bit.
Yes.
Because having arthritis is no fun if you have to put your hands in the fridge for 2 hours a night and stand on your legs. So I'm enjoying the rest. I managed to cut the grass, which was a feat because it has been very warm here. The girls are they are asleep most of the day, which is quite normal, but even more so at the moment. They're just too tired to do anything. So that's understandable. But it also means that I'm washing about 20 cat bowls a day because they only want a little bit to eat, but they want it often. And because I'm home, they're just taking full advantage of she's our slave. We must get her to do stuff now. So I was thinking that I'd sort of maybe put some cold water on them, but I thought, oh my God, that'll be something else they'll hate me for, because I gave them Advocate last week. It took them 3 days to like me again. Every time I went to pick them up, they scarpered because it was the thought of, oh my God, she's going to pin us down and do something horrible to us. So I'm doing that. I'm tanning my legs fantastically.
Really?
Hide. Good for Garnier.
Hey, if they want to sponsor the show, if you're listening, Garnier.
Yeah. Their self-tanning stuff is amazing, so that I don't have to be fried like an egg out there. I can just tan in here at my own leisure, and in the cool. I can tan in the cool, which at some point within the next month or so, you'll be able to come home and enjoy. But of course, by that time, we'll be back into the rainy season.
Hey, and there's nothing like raindrops on your legs.
We had rain today.
Oh, weather report. Hey, should you kept that for the village update?
and thunder. And Marks and Spencers are allowing males and females to wear shorts as long as they're a decent length and look tidy. I don't think it matters what the colour is, as long as the shorts are okay.
Wow.
So, I know. But
that's
it
progressive.
doesn't affect me because I wear a skirt, so I can just...
and you're in the fridge a lot.
Yeah. So I'm pretty cool.
I'm not parked far from a seaport at the moment, and I'm just distracted slightly by the fact I'm watching 2 baby seagulls trying to learn how to fly, and all they're doing is going up, going oh, coming back down again. Sorry. It's like having a cat in front of you. I'm trying to focus on the show. Focus on the show. Wow. Oh, hey, Noel's laughing. Noel's calling one of us a snowflake. It must be me because I'm literally melting. Rob Bate is watching. See you in August. Penny is watching in the pub, missing me. Oh, hope you're feeling better. I heard you had a cold recently. We've got Michael from Seattle is watching. I'm here. Mum, same with me. Noel is saying same with me, Mum. Ed, I took my long johns off yesterday. Is everybody trying to put the most complicated words possible into the chat? If you're going to chat, let's make it complicated. I do declare. We've got, hey, Mr. Shiny himself is watching. Hello, Adam. Oh, hello, Adam and Grace watching as well. We've got people in Poland watching. We've got people in America watching. So roundabout now, the Australians go morning.
Yeah.
and join in slightly before they go, I need some coffee. Yes. So hey, keep coming in on the chat, everybody. Penny, I will send you a message after this. Noel, snowflake because you got banned on Facebook. Hey, Facebook's the snowflake, not me. I did not say anything bad. It's Facebook that said I said something bad. And it's difficult to argue with them because obviously you're arguing with a robot, not a real person. Who doesn't understand the nuance of sarcasm.
It doesn't understand anything.
No. It
can only pick up certain words. Oh, that's a word. It's probably got a list, a compendium of naughty words.
Well, my other friend got banned the other day for using it's raining, I've got to shut the door.
After all of that.
It's really raining.
Is it raining?
Really raining. Brilliant. I would have been.
Perhaps it'll wash some of the insects off the front of your vehicle.
That needs it. I'm just about visibility. It's like driving with glaucoma at the moment. I'm pretty much doing a one-woman stock take on bugs in Europe and Britain. It's like they say, do you remember when they used to have you put sticky tape on your front of your registration plate and send it in so that you can see how many bugs that you've killed? The other day I couldn't see the registration number. So obviously I sped. No, of course I didn't. I always follow the speed according to the law in the different countries I pass through. Yeah, I'm not a speeder. I pootle. That's my theme. I pootle. Pootle here, pootle there, pootle everywhere. That's why I was called the Ambler. And I used to do running for festivals. I wouldn't run. I'd amble. And if you send a runner for something, you expect it within minutes. If you send the Ambler, about 3 to 5 hours.
Yep.
You're just pleased when it arrives. Exactly. Oh, Ambler's here. Amanda has been in touch and said, nearly passed out at work today. It's been so hot. Now, Amanda, I would like you to take a screenshot of this message that you've just taken and put into the show. And I'd like you to read it back to yourself in November. When you're so cold, I'm telling you off for not wearing enough coats in the shop and taking in the heater.
Yeah.
So from the sublime to the ridiculous. So please heed this message. And when you're shivering and practically getting a kidney infection because it's so cold, then I want you to just go, oh yeah, do you remember the time I nearly passed out? Oh, dearie me. Oh,
well, they have told people not to go out. I mean, that is, and people should be used to it because they've had practice with COVID that,
yep.
They should be able to stay in.
I do get really angry with the fact that events have to say we're banning dogs because people are still stupid enough to take pets with them. And it's like, are you an imbecile? Like, why would you take your pet anywhere in this heat? is
Well,
selfish.
it's people take their dogs shopping with them, and then they get out the car. They don't think to leave the window open. You know, I
Well, that's
leave the
when
window open in the sun. Even if my shopping bag's in there, my shopping bag needs to breathe.
exactly, crack a window open so your car doesn't melt. Why don't you try doing the same for the living animals that you claim to love?
Yeah.
Although there was nice to see a story where there were 6 police people called because there was a dog trapped in a car and they broke the window. One does argue, does it take 6 policemen?
Hey,
Good for them.
for any of them to turn up is good.
I mean, I think they were just showing off they've got 6 policemen. Quick, lads, photo opportunity. Right, let's move on to the village update. Now, the village update is where doesn't matter where I am in the entirety of Europe, I scour the local forums for tidbits, giggles, bit of goss, what's causing trouble at the moment. And it's because I am so proud of living in Devon. I just adore it. It doesn't matter where I am. All I want to do is get back to my sleepy little county. And to start it off with, the first thing I saw that's going in the village update this week was I've had sheep in my garden for the last 2 days. Does anyone know whose they are?
Okay.
Apparently there is a number for the farm next to them, but the number is discontinued. So they don't know. And usually with a sheep message, it takes minutes because it's usually there's a sheep on its back, and bang, you get someone right there flipping the sheep over. But on this one, it's been 2 days. I don't know how long you have to have them to be able to say, right, well, they're mine, because it's not exactly like you've rustled them.
No.
no transportation. If anything, they went consensually, and you know I'm a big
Yes.
believer in consent. Ed, right, let me read this first. Okay, I can read it. Sometimes Ed does go a little bit fruity. Mary had a little lamb. She also had a bear. I've often seen her little lamb, but I've never seen her bear. Thank you very much for that poetry, Ed.
I think that's circa 1950.
Just had to give it a quick read first of all, just because sometimes I will just read off the screen, irrespective of what's coming up. Right, the other thing I saw on Facebook. Now, I think you can do what you want to your own body. I believe in a personal choice when it comes to yourself.
Yes.
Your body, your choice. But if you're going to go for lip filler, would you find an advert on Facebook for someone doing it in your local area who can possibly come to your kitchen and do it?
People do.
I don't know.
And then they end up with those lips that are this big.
I'm not saying these people aren't capable. I'm just saying that if I was to have somebody perform what you could call a medical procedure, I would really like them to be like doctory.
Yeah, or
even nursey. Yeah.
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 Because they can take courses in aesthetics, which means, you know, Botox and all sorts of jiggery pokery stuff.
I don't know.
Not for
and
us.
If it's called like Lisa's fillers, you know, something like that. I don't know. I'd like it to be like, I don't know, the Trowbridge Hampton medical procedure. You know, come up with a better name. Come up with a fancy name that's got like a place name in it, and maybe throw some letters in after the end of it. Don't even mean to be real.
If you call it a clinic, it makes you think it's more clinical.
Yeah.
So that the needles will be clean.
I'll come round your kitchen, give you a quick mani-pedi, fill your face full of chemicals.
Yeah.
Get all 3 today and save £5.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I tried to have some of my veins done on the cheap. Instead of going to the laser clinic, I went to a beauty therapist in a shop, and she had those scrubby looking, you know, the pastel scrubs. And she injected my face and she made it worse. But at least I went to somebody I thought was responsible.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, getting them done by laser is £1,000. This was 25. What did I expect? But I have faith in people. But it was still didn't come round to my kitchen with what can be described as an Avon bag full of needles. And I don't want a bog off deal. For those of you that are watching that don't speak English as your first language, bog off means buy one, get one free. It's the letters in the word, just so I said throw that in there. See? Next one, we've got, oh, hang on. Right. Ed's following on. You can do the first line. Mary had a little lamb. She also had a duck. We're going to leave that one there. Amanda, trying to get up the hill outside our house is a nightmare right now, as the Southwest Water are ripping the road up and replacing the pipes, and they've been here since last week, and they'll be here for the next 3 weeks. Can't complain about that though, because you need water. That's not a vanity thing. No. That's not Botox. That's you need that. But right, it stopped raining again. It stopped raining again, people. Door update. I will do this for as many times as it takes. Due to the Geneva Convention, the Geneva Convention. Due to the Geneva Convention, I'm allowed to breathe. It's like something out of Deer Hunter when I shut the door. Then we've got, oh, hang on. Lizzie, let me read this one. No, from Lizzie I can trust. In Lizzie I trust. Mary had a little lamb. She had it with mint sauce. She also had the farmer, so now she is divorced. Good for her. Nice one, girl. Right, Michael. The Lucy Show helps my American mind to learn English. It'll be nice to be fluent before I visit. Hey, you watch this, it's proper job. You won't go wrong here, babe. In Devon, you call a young man a boy or a babe. Right, babe? And a woman or a young lady is called a maid. All right, maid? And when you wish to identify what you need in a subject, if I give you a long list, everything is that's it. You just keep repeatedly saying that's it. Oh, someone's back. Then we've got excellent catting award this week. Oh, Michael has said proper job is interesting. Also, you can't just say proper job; it's proper job. You've got a little bit of an accent with it. So yes, there's a taxi company in. Oh, look, there we go. Loz is here. The Australians are waking up. I was 8 minutes too fast by saying, "Where's the Australians?" Good morning and happy anniversary to you two as well. So excellent catting award goes to a cat called Groot. So Groot is a cat who visits. Sorry, I just had someone say hello. Groot is a cat who likes to visit houses and pretend to be hungry. So people post on the forum and they go, "Do you know this cat? Is this cat healthy? Does it need feeding?" He's very much like Reuben the cat from Exeter. If you'd like to look him up, he's got thousands of followers because his entire place of Exeter is Reuben's. So yes, Groot the cat is basically comes under the heading of he's not hungry, he's not ill, he is owned, he is loved, and he's very good at doing this. Then we've got an argument, not an argument, but a local company is quite upset because what they are saying is, if you book us for a wedding, we are going to need money up front, because what they are having at the moment is wedding season is kicking in. People are going to the wedding. They are getting over inebriated. and then they're catching a lift, and they're not cancelling the taxi, and then the taxi company is turning down other jobs because they've got a pre-booking. So if you are going to a wedding, don't be a dick and think about your taxi. If you don't need it, go ring up, cancel it. Ta-da! Isn't that simple? It's as if people are it's honestly, it's amazing. Since the old COVID and all that malarkey and everyone stayed inside, going back out into the world, people are a bit rude and selfish, and they've forgotten how to behave in social situations. Bring back national service is pretty much all I can say for everyone under the age of 61. I think that's fair.
Well, that's you and your brother doing it.
I'd be great at national service, Mum. You know I would be. I'd be team leader by the end of the week. No, I'd hate it, but I'd love it. I'd get reward stars and everything. I'd have badges. Now, there has been a wonderful suggestion to the cost of living crisis, considering the current heat wave and the energy prices. Woven fans. So, you know, you can do this. She started posting on a couple of local forums, a little woven, like rattan woven fan things. Free energy. Cheaper than a heater. What's the opposite of a heater? Cooler. Cheaper than a cooler. Oh, Loz has commented in. I like to do that. And by that, I think she means she goes from house to house claiming she's unclaimed, unfed and malnutritioned. Yes, but what they do is they put a little paper collar around your neck, Loz, saying, are we feeding your cat? And Kel hits the roof when she reads that when you get back. Loz, have you been down next doors again eating? No, nothing. And then we've got a big brain time. So for Adam is trying to understand everything that I'm saying and then try to explain it to Grace in his second language. So this is brilliant. If you can keep up with this, Adam, your English is perfect. Adam, oh shit. She's been called out. It's the paper collar every time, love. So noisy exhausts, boy racers with noisy exhausts, and they've got it that the exhaust goes bang. And they're going around the village. In the village I used to work at with the market up North Devon. You know the one? Where the orange trucks are. They've got these souped up cars, and they've got these exhausts that are louder than they're meant to be, and they also go bang, and people thinking they're gunshots, and it can be quite a rough area, that village. So, you know, it's 50-50. And if the people of that village are watching, you're probably nodding. And I have to say, out of the 40 people that commented on this post, only one person told them to get a life, which gave me faith in the human race. Because driving around at all hours, revving your car engines and pissing people off, is fucking annoying.
It's not very nice and it's not very fair.
No. And think of the environment, you dickwads. Adam, try explaining that one. I do my best. And Loz from Australia, Adam, is wishing you go, Adam. Come on, you got this. I love having international people. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we had somebody that lost their phone and the screen was cracked, and they said, is this your phone? And it showed a list of messages from the mum having a go at them because they've nicked a sausage. This person hasn't lost their phone. They're meant to be meeting people in the pub at 7:30 because old man Francis is going to be there. They've also got a new Tinder match and a new message from Jess from Tinder. So come and find your phone. You lost your phone, but you're lucky. And also telling Jess, sorry I didn't reply back, I lost my phone, makes you look like a loser.
Yeah.
Technically and actually. For people that are wondering how to cool their cats down as well, I've seen on a lot of forums, not local forums, but forums, people have been putting ice cubes in the water bowls for cats, which has made cats just literally think that it's a game and they've just kicked them out. So it is a way to cool your cats down, but it's also a way to cover your kitchen floor in water.
Yeah, I tried putting Webex Licky Licks in the fridge to cool it down for the girls.
Which for the viewers is a cat yogurt. A cat yogurt.
Some were eaten and some weren't. Some looked as if to say, what on earth have you put down in front of us? We are not going to eat that rubbish.
This is disgusting. You're trying to poison us.
Had it been room temperature, it would have been eaten straight away. But no, they don't want that. I thought about putting a cool towel on them, but, you know, they hate me enough as it is.
Another person I know tried to smooth their cat down with a damp towel. The bleeding has stopped. Loz, the cats are so mistrusting. They are, which is amazing because they live with us every single day and they know that we don't do anything bad to them. But oh, they can hold a grudge. Kitty's on 12 months so far. Noel has put national service, I am out. Lizzie Lenko, cat yogurt, what the fuck? It's a thing. You can get tuna, salmon, liver,
chicken.
Yeah, you get they're tubes of cat yogurt, and you give them to your cats to encourage hydration. Don't judge us. Lots of people use them, Lizzie. It's not just us, you know.
Yes, and there's cat soup.
Yeah, they didn't like the cat soup. Too rich for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, they're small people as well. You know, we're not feeding them petit filou.
I think people were listening to my show last week. There was no request for dentists this week. Well done. There were no requests for anyone who knows if the RSPCA will come out. No, they won't. Well done. And nobody asking for a home locally. Maybe they just heard there are no fucking houses down here. Everyone's been bought by incomers. Now get off our land. We did have a dog has been barking for an hour and a half. Love that one. Somebody said, I don't know if it was mine. I know that we went out for a bit and left the living room window open. And somebody posted, well, dogs only howl when they're unhappy. And the person put, was that aimed at me? And they went, no. I love passive aggressive messages on Facebook. Bonfires. We've had some bonfires this week, and everyone knows Sheila from number 7's got asthmatic kids. And hey, Tony in the semi-detached down the corner, he's only just put his laundry out. How dare you?
It's not really the weather for bonfires because it's too hot.
Lizzie has put mouse on a stick. Well, we've got toy mices on. Toy mice. We'll go with this one. Toy mice. It's as if there's no S on the plural. Toy, for people that are learning. We've got toy mices on strings on sticks as toys, but not on food. My dog, she always put, my dog howled for fun. Your neighbours must have loved you. Loz loves a good bonfire, although you are kind of in the danger zone in New South Wales, so I wouldn't say that out loud, because give it another 5 months and you're going to be in fire season, and I'm going to have to send them round to your end because you can shop people in. I hear it on the radio with PJ and Jason PJ all the time. Now I'd like to end on a beautiful request. We've got a dad who has his daughter every week on a Friday, props. He could have said, I'm going out Friday night. He said, no, I'm having my daughter every Friday night. Beautiful. He's spoken to his daughter. He's communicated with the child and identified her needs. And she said she wants to go to a club, something with an activity, something creative. So he has posted, is there anything for my daughter, like brownies on a Friday? 5 people tagged a cake shop. And the lady that makes the brownies has put, I can do exactly this. DM me for free postage. He then had to explain that brownies is an activity for young girls, and that they don't wish. And it's not that they want cakes. It's like they want to do something like the Scouts and the Girl Guides. And I read the message a couple of times. Does anyone know of anything like brownies? It still, it didn't come across as they want brownies, but it was just beautiful misread Devonites going,
they want fairy cakes.
They need cakes. Get some sugar in them. So not much crime this week, although a car was stolen, but it wasn't that funny, so I left it out. In fairness,
thanks for the information.
Girl Guides, they want to sell cookies. There you go. There's the Venn diagram. I want to be a brownie that sells brownies. Oh yeah, I wonder what you have in Australia. Girl Scouts, Girl Guides. Girl Scouts, Girl Guides.
Brownies. I thought Girl Guides.
Moving on to the birthday section. Corrine Knowles put, I disagree. My dog howls when the police or ambulance or fire engines go past with their sirens on. And where you live, Noel, that must be a lot. Corrine has just watched in, and I've just thought, what she said rainbows for now? Why she said rainbows? Because rainbows are ickle brownies, not the cakes, the people.
They are. They're baby
They're
brownies.
Baby. And before brownies and beavers, you get beavers, rainbows, brownies, Girl Guides. Is that it? Because I think when you took me to brownies and they weren't on, Mum, I stayed with the lady that ran the beavers and the beavers and rainbows. Do you remember? Do you remember when the brownies weren't on, but you just sort of did a Tokyo slide, little handbrake turn into the car park, kicked me out the back door, said see you an hour and a half, left me in a small little town. Luckily, I knew my auntie's name and address because, you know, I knew who I could count on in an emergency. But yeah, Corrine, thank you for reminding me about rainbows. That triggered a lovely, happy memory of that time. I think the last thing I saw was the car wheel spinning out, and you flicked a fag out the window, didn't you? That was it. As you got your big mobile phone, put the aerial up, and you were like, "Bitches, it's gin time."
You paint a very bad picture of me, and if only it wasn't true.
Rainbows are ickle brownies, so they're kinda. Let's have a look. Come on, comments. Oh, come on, comments. Don't piss me off. Lauren, we have Scouts. We do Cubs, then Scouts, then Venturers. It's all co-ed here. Ooh, look at you with your progressiveness. We'll get there in a few million years. I think you can have girls in Scouts, but you can't have boys in Girl Guides. There we go.
No, because that's the name.
Yeah. Right, moving away from that wasp's nest. Right, TV and radio. Oh no, fucking birthday section. There we go. So Corrine, where am I? I'm in the UK at the moment. Whose birthday is it? It's, oh my God, your baby, 21 next week. Gosh. And your granddaughter's getting bigger by the day. But she'll have to be in 2 weeks' time. She'll have to be in the birthday section. So start off with comedian from Omaha, Camilla Anderson. We've got the wonderful friend that is Rod Ruffle from Exeter. Festival Lovely, Simon Harris. James Weeks is 7 years old. The cub is not a cub anymore. Don't cry, Lucy. He'll always be a cub. Then we've got Rebecca Ann, who is a Canadian comedian that's living in Paris. Then we've got my festival family member, Dave Skelsey, and my sister from another mister, Lucy Espinosa. Happy birthday, darling. I believe she's 48 or 50 or something like that. I don't know. She's older than me, but as long as we've got the age right.
She's going to love you.
Hey, the only way she'll be annoyed is that she's watching the show. There proves the love. Because don't forget with Jane, I wished her happy birthday on this, but I forgot to message her in real life, and she didn't tell me off. So there we go. Grace has birthday today as well. 41. Congratulations and happy birthday, Grace. Perfect. You should have messaged it into the birthday section sooner. But well done for saying it now. Wow, third anniversary and a birthday. You should be showered in presents every day. Congratulations, anyone. AJ, my baby is 21 on Sunday, which means they have to go in the next. But I don't. We've been doing this for 2.5 years now. Ed Smith, it's not my birthday. There we go. Just because of the trick he pulled last week, where he tried to maybe panic that I'd missed his birthday.
Oh, Lucy,
yeah, darling.
Is it not Dave Wall's birthday?
Every week is Dave Wall's. He's the only one that can get a birthday shout out 52 weeks of the year. Now, moving on to TV and radio. Haven't watched a lot because I've been driving a lot, and I am on an audiobook phase at the moment. I think I've listened to another two novels. Itchy my nose, hair on my nose. MC Beaton's Hamish Macbeth series, and I've also listened to an MC Beaton Agatha Raisin, and I'm about an hour away from finding out the killer from the James Patterson with Maxine Pietro Women's Murder Club in 15th Affair. There we go. The book is massive, so the title should be 2. And my going to sleep, I still can't get past episode 2 of JP Reader. At the moment I'm on the Troop. The episode's called The Troop, and I can't get past minute 8. There is something so relaxing dash creepy about this guy's voice. Got a voice like this, and he talks to people like that, and the next thing I know, I'm asleep. It's like the audio version of Rohypnol. Lizzie, it's not my birthday either. Don't you dare. Ed and Lizzie, dive. We won't forget soon.
No.
And I've been watching Charmed, but Mum and I have both watched a TV series this week separately. So do you want to go first, or should I go first? Who wants to go first?
You go
okay,
first.
So we watched the 4-part drama on Netflix called The Holiday. Now, I clicked on it because the thumbnail did not look like Kate Winslet nor Cameron Diaz. So I thought, oh, what's this? And it's Jill Halfpenny, star of Coronation Street, or EastEnders, one of them. She's a soap star. And Strictly Come Dancing. Sorry, I just watched a seagull not managed to fly again. Distracting. It's 4-parter, and it's all twists and turns. One minute you think it's going this way, next minute you think it's going the other way. If you could compare it to The Split, it's about 10% like The Split. It's like they've watched The Split and they want the twists and turns. They don't carry it off like The Split. But episode 4, jam-packed. Episodes 1, 2, 3, suspenseful.
But if nothing else in the first 3 series episodes, it was the lesson that everybody learns at some point. Just don't go on holidays with your friends.
I was waiting for a cliff-based here. I was like,
because it starts off great, right? And you could see your friends every week at home, but go to a foreign country,
yeah,
in a villa, and wow, it's just not a happy break.
it's always going to be the Orient Express.
It's the quickest way to fall out with friends.
I mean, look at the beach.
We won't mention the beach.
Fucking awful film. If you're a fan of the beach, turn me off now. I don't need your viewership. Only joking. Carry on watching. I do like the likes. In fact, give me a thumbs up emoji. Get the algorithm going. Everybody, click like now.
But it was very yes, the end certainly came as a shock.
Yeah.
So I was convinced it was the one person, and then it turned out to be the other person.
And then, is it epilogue that comes afterwards at the end? Prologue, epilogue. There was a bit at the end where they're at home. Ooh.
The final scene.
Yeah, the final scene. Ed has said, I've already said this. I know, I'm telling you off for not saying it. AJ, The Holiday was on Channel 5 earlier in the year. I watched it then. Very good series. I watched it all in one sitting, and I'm a little bit biased about anything that doesn't have murder in it. So I thought there'd be murder in it, but there wasn't enough murder in it for me. So when it was all relationship, being all talky and stuff, I did use the 10-second skip button on Netflix a little profusely, just to get it through. There we go. Loz. Kel is back from the gym and has bought me brekkie, so got to go. There we go. She's being fed at her own house. Loz, have a great day, ladies. Hey, Kel, if she starts wandering, just put butter on a pause. She won't be able to leave. Adam, I saw Hustle with Adam Sandler second time in No Comedy Movie. It was awesome.
We haven't seen that one.
Is it new? Because you've got The Hustle that's got Sandra Bullock and Rebel Wilson, based on the Hustle.
No, it's not Sandra Bullock. It's Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway and
Rebel Wilson.
Thank you. I just completely lost the name. The heat is not going down. It is done.
That was extremely good.
Yeah.
But we'll have to look out for that one then.
Yeah, that's going to go on the list. Edward. Hey, Sam's put there's my wee girl. Hey, Mrs. Reed. Australian farmer wants the wife to look at the candidates, but I look here. Oh, well, just write into them. You never know. I thought there was Husband Needs a Wife in the UK as well. I could have sworn. I know there was definitely a Welsh version. Hustle. AJ Roberts. Hustle with Adam Sandler is a basketball movie, so probably not of interest. And as quick as it went on the list,
it's off.
Thank you, AJ. Adam, I hope you didn't make Grace watch that movie. It sounds awful. Thank you, AJ, for being the Richard Osmond of the Lucy Show.
I think we tried it. I'm almost sure we did. We gave it 15 minutes.
No. We tried a TV series that was called Ballers or Players or Hustlers. And it was about an ex-football star who is now a talent agent person thing. We tried because the reviews were amazing. And there was a funeral. No. Was it The Rock? Was it The Rock?
Yes, it was.
Was it The Rock? Somebody extremely handsome and tall. I think it was The Rock. We tried it, and we jumped out of the bedroom window within the first. I mean, we live in a bungalow. It's not the point, but I mean, it was awful. Yeah, Adam, damn. See, Mr. Shiny's lost it. He got the list on there, and then it was taken off. Sorry. Right, I'm not reading that, Edward, because that's racist towards me. Lizzie, I can't abide Adam Sandler. I didn't mind Happy Gilmore. Get in the hole. You're too good for the hole. I liked Happy Gilmore. Oh, and a big well, the thank you section's coming up next, so we know what we're going to thank in a minute. So yes, so Hamish Macbeth, Charmed, The Holiday, and you've watched now. Be Nice, Mum, about
Right.
Trom.
I finished Hinterland,
Right.
and I have to say, as it went on, so it got better.
Okay.
But it's come to an end where, for me, they can't continue it unless they make a whole new setup of it to do another series. So I watched that, and then I watched Trom, Trom, and it's filmed in the Faroe Islands, and I have to say that the beauty genes have obviously.
We had a chat about this. Remember what did I say to say?
They all played characters.
The character actors. There we go. You do not need to be aesthetically pleasing to make a story
Yes,
poignant.
you do for me to watch it. It was all right. Again, the ending was extremely similar to The Holiday.
Right.
In fact, I would say that they had the same writer.
Very little in episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. Quick, put the storyline in episode 4.
No, the mother aspect of it was identical.
Right.
So that was that. And then I watched, because I love horses and I love the Queen. I watched all the Queen's horses, episode 1 and 2. Gave me great pleasure in looking at all those horses. They're magnificent. And then I thought, well, I'll see what the BBC has got to offer on international drama. I've seen it there before, and sort of, do I? I don't know. But I've started watching Baptiste. His name is Julien Baptiste, and he's a retired policeman who does investigative work.
What channel is this?
BBC.
Oh, I might watch that.
Yeah.
I'm very soon going to be running out of charm, so I'm going to need stuff to move on to.
Right. So you go to BBC, and then you go down where it says channels. It's channel 4.
Oh.
And channel 4 opens all the international drama. Now, so I am going to watch Bergen.
Right.
Because I watched that before, and there is a new series.
Yeah.
But I'm not quite sure if they've finished the series on TV yet, because it's the sort of program you want to binge watch.
Yeah.
So, well, as with everything we watch it in one, and that then gives you the continuity of the program and helps you enjoy it more.
Yes, it does.
It does.
Yes. So that wraps up the TV and radio, which means and we've overrun by 3 minutes. So we are moving on to the thank you section. And as always, Mum, I'd like to thank you for being a part of the show.
Thank you, and I adore being here.
Thank you. I'd like to thank Amanda. I'd like to thank Leona and Lizzie, and a special thank you goes to Leona for tuning in 5 minutes ago, because it just popped up, who explained to me that 8 o'clock doesn't work for her.
Well, tell her it works for us.
To be honest, tonight I would have preferred it at 9. I could have calmed down and had a shower first. But thank you everybody for watching. Okay, right, hang on, Adam. I recommend you Polish movie. Jack, Robs, Petalam, Druga, Wonje, Swati Hour. Deal with it. You're going to have to put that in a message for me so I can type it in. If it's about a crime drama, my mother will watch it quite happily as long as there's subtitles. There we go. And also, oh, there we go. Huge thanks to Lucy for cheering me up this week. Oh, of course, my love. Just remember, no. Say no. Just say no. Just go through your toddlers again. Go through your toddler tantrums, your terrible twos. Just say no to everything. Oh, Leona said lol because she's now watching. She's messaged in. Thanks for that, love. So everyone, give me a big love or a thanks or a big. Just give me an emoji right now. One of those reaction things, just to keep the algorithm up. Thank you everyone for watching. And honestly, I would say see you next Tuesday.
But hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Are we not going to thank other people?
I was going to finish. I could just embed in the new timing, and I was going to finish thanks.
Oh right, sorry.
So it's not going to be the 26th. It's going to be the 2nd of August because it's 4 weeks on, 1 week off. Remember, we've been doing it for quite some time now. 4 weeks on, 1 week off, and that's why I always call it Lucy Show. One of 4, 2 of 4, 3 of 4, 4 of 4. And then you go, why wasn't she on? Last week was 4 of 4. That's it, her break week. So just keep that in. It's the 2nd. And yes, so a normal big thank you as well.
My sister's wedding anniversary.
Oh, you should buy a card and send it in 5 months' time. So
I normally do.
What's this? Is it a birthday? No, it can't be. I sent that. So thank you everybody for watching, and a big thank you goes to Elizabeth and Mervyn. Obviously, it goes to Chris and Peter, and thank you always goes out to Ray and Mary, and all our love goes to Mary as well. So thank you ever so much, and obviously a big shout out to all the poddies. Thank you very much for watching, even though the time zones are ridiculous, except for the Northern Hemisphere people because they can watch normally. Yeah, so big love to everybody. Thank you so much, and I will see you next Tuesday on the 2nd.
And I'll see you next week. Love you, Noel.
Oh yeah, I know. Love you, Noel. I hope it comes through. Big thank you as well to AJ for stopping us from watching a baseball film.
Yeah. Fate worse than death.
We're too short.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody. Have a lovely week. Bye.